Imagine a young girl standing in front of a cracked mirror, the kind found in old apartments where dreams feel too big for the walls that try to contain them. She's adjusting a thrift store jacket, smoothing out fabric that doesn't quite fit, and practicing the confidence she hopes to someday have. That girl is Hera Brigita, someone the world would one day know as a rising Instagram fashion influencer, a modern muse, and a symbol of how far determination can truly take you. Before we go deeper into her compelling journey, if you enjoy powerful stories of models transforming their lives through passion and persistence, make sure you subscribe to Sweet Model's World to never miss the next inspiring evolution. Hera Brigita's story begins the way many great stories do, quietly. Born into a modest family where comfort was earned rather than handed out, she learned early that the world would not slow down for her dreams. But her imagination was louder than circumstance. Hera was the kind of child who would sit by the window tracing shapes of dresses in her notebook, sketching silhouettes long before she ever stepped in front of a camera. Fashion wasn't just clothing to her. It was storytelling, expression, rebellion, and healing. It was the language she used long before she found her voice. Growing up, Hera wasn't surrounded by glamour. There were no elite boutiques, no designer collections, no photographers waiting to take her picture. Instead, there were long walks to school, hand-me-downs, and moments where she wondered if dreaming big was a luxury she couldn't afford. But she carried an inner world so vivid and so demanding that ignoring it felt impossible. She would cut old fabrics into makeshift outfits, repurpose forgotten accessories, and pose for photos taken on early generation phones. Even then, she wasn't chasing fame. She was learning to shape her identity. As she entered her teenage years, Hera discovered Instagram. At first, it was just a place to share ordinary snapshots with friends, but slowly, she began experimenting, styling looks from affordable pieces, capturing them under natural light, and editing pictures late into the night. She wasn't imitating anyone. She was creating her own visual language. Her posts were raw but magnetic, imperfect but spirited. People began to notice. Not because she had glamorous backdrops or expensive outfits, but because she had perspective. What set Hera apart was her ability to make simplicity look iconic. She could turn an everyday outfit into something memorable because she didn't see fashion as a label, but as an emotion. With each photo, she was showing others that beauty didn't need permission, it needed intention. Her audience started growing, slowly at first, then steadily. Every follower was earned, never bought. And with each new supporter, her confidence grew like sunlight breaking through clouds. But Hera's journey wasn't smooth. As her page grew, so did pressure. Pressure to fit in, to follow trends, to meet unrealistic beauty standards. She faced criticism, comparison, and the doubts that inevitably creep in when social media becomes a battlefield. There were days when she almost stepped back, convinced her dreams might be too fragile for the digital world. But just when she considered quitting, something changed. She realized that her influence wasn't built on perfection, it was built on authenticity. People followed her because she was real, and real is rare. With this renewed mindset, Hera rebuilt her brand with intention. She refined her aesthetic, clean lines, soft tones, modern elegance blended with everyday accessibility. She embraced fashion not as a destination, but as evolution. Partnerships followed, not because she chased them, but because she aligned with them. Small boutiques reached out first, then international fashion labels saw her potential. She became the face of relatable luxury, a model who could elevate brands without losing her identity. Her growth was not defined by numbers, but by connection. Comments poured in from young women thanking her for inspiring them to embrace their style, to feel confident in their skin, to try again when they felt invisible. Hera responded with honesty and humility, often sharing stories of her own challenges and reminding her followers that success isn't a straight line. It's a journey through setbacks, doubts, and resilience. One thing that shaped Hera's influence was her commitment to learning. She studied photography, lighting, styling, and branding. She practiced posing for hours, analyzing angles, refining her presence in front of the camera. She immersed herself in the world of influencers not to imitate, but to innovate. She believed that true success in the digital space required evolution, not repetition. Her content improved year after year, and her brand became unmistakable. Chic, intentional, grounded, and aspirational. Behind the scenes, Hera remained deeply connected to the girl she once was, the one in front of the cracked mirror. She used that memory as fuel, reminding herself that beginnings do not define destinies. She often shared motivational messages in her captions, speaking openly about growth, personal power, and the courage to build something meaningful even when resources are limited. Her transparency made her approachable, her humility made her beloved. As her influence expanded globally, Hera didn't merely document fashion, she shaped it. She introduced her audience to sustainable brands, encouraged responsible fashion choices, and highlighted the importance of self-expression over social validation. She championed individuality, pushing back against the culture of comparison and reminding her followers that life's beauty lies in diversity. She wasn't trying to be the next anyone. She was becoming the first Hera Brigita. With time, Hera transitioned naturally into modeling. Photographers saw in her more than a social media presence. They saw a face that told stories, a posture that carried emotion, a spirit that elevated each frame. Modeling agencies started reaching out, and soon, she was stepping onto sets and runways that once seemed impossible for a girl from humble beginnings. Yet, even with these milestones, she never drifted from her roots. She continued creating for her audience, producing content that balanced professionalism with relatability. Her mission remained clear: to inspire. To show that fashion is not a world reserved for the privileged, but a calling accessible to anyone bold enough to claim it. She became a role model for aspiring influencers who lacked connections or expensive gear. Her story whispered a powerful message: start where you are, use what you have, believe more than you doubt. Hera's journey is proof that modern success is crafted, not inherited. She built her name post by post, frame by frame, belief by belief. She embraced every failure as a lesson and every success as a responsibility. She learned to rise through criticism, thrive through challenges, and transform pressure into purpose. She became more than an influencer. She became a symbol of possibility. Today, Hera Brigita stands as one of Instagram's notable fashion influencers, known for her refined aesthetic, thoughtful collaborations, and unwavering authenticity. But above all, she is a storyteller, a woman who turned her life into art, her struggles into stepping stones, and her dreams into a blueprint for others to follow. She continues growing, evolving, and inspiring, proving with every post that beauty is not defined by luxury, but by truth. Her life reminds us that the mirror doesn't show destiny, it reflects potential. The world sees the polished version, but the journey behind the lens is where strength is forged. Hera's rise is a testament to what happens when passion meets perseverance, when vision overcomes limitation, and when a single voice decides it deserves to be heard. And now, before we conclude this cinematic biography, remember this. At Sweet Models World, we celebrate stories like Hera Brigita's, stories of women who dared to dream louder than their circumstances. If you want to be part of a community that uplifts, inspires, and discovers the world's rising modeling stars, make sure to join us. Your support helps us tell more stories of remarkable journeys like this one. Hera Brigita's evolution is far from finished. She continues shaping her legacy with every step she takes and every image she creates. Her path reminds us all that greatness begins with a single decision: to believe in what you can become. And for Hera, that belief was the spark that lit an entire world of possibilities. That is the story of Hera Brigita. Instagram fashion influencer, self-made model, and a living reminder that dreams do not need perfect beginnings. They need courage, consistency, and the willingness to grow. And her journey, undoubtedly, is only getting started.